The Simpsons! Lisa style, your guide to getting geek chic. Now, if you're not familiar with this book series, basically it takes one of the main characters from The Simpsons, and it's basically as if they are writing a guide to how to be X. So for Montgomery Burns, it's world domination. For Homer, it's basically everything you need to know to be lazy. And for Lisa, it's her guide to geek chic. Now, I kind of have an issue with the title of this because geek chic, they are going to repeat the words geek chic in this book, no joke, like 500 times. They can't get over the fact that it's geek chic. Like, it's not just your guide to being a geek, because apparently that's not cool. It's also being chic with it, which I don't know if I necessarily associate Lisa to being a chic geek. She's just kind of like a nerd. She just loves her books, she loves school, she's obsessed. But for the sake of this book, I'm gonna roll with it. Okay, so these books are amazing because they are so interactive. You can touch them, you can pull things out. There are books within books. It's just so great. I've been so impressed with this book series so far, and when I got the Lisa one, of course I loved it. So in this book there are different, first off it explains what a geek is, and it gives you different types of geek, like the comic book geek versus the math geek versus this type of geek. And so it breaks down, and of course it illustrates just, you know, what member of the Simpsons community falls into that geek. Then you have a quiz, what type of geek are you? Then there's this little book, I liked it here, it's a little book, it's called A Geek's Field Guide to Teachers in Their Natural Habitat. So this is a little book within a book. Don't try to rip it out because you'll rip the book, it's meant to stay in there. And it's just as if Lisa had purchased this and was using it to understand teachers better. Another page talks about how to geek-accessorize, so everything you need to be a geek. You know, whether it's a dorky hat, whether it's a tablet, whether it's this, whether it's books, and just everything that you need in your pack to be geeked out. There's another page that talks about different geek yoga poses, because, you know, with being a geek, Lisa is also very granola-y. She's a vegetarian, she's vegan, she loves animals, she's kind of more free-spiritish, and those are kind of like the two parts of her personality, so it goes into that. It also, there's another page that talks about a geek haven, and I love this because they did this with Montgomery Burns. It's just like a snapshot of her room, and then it puts little numbers to each important thing, and then on the side there's a key. It's like, number 1 is this. This is important for a geek because X, blah, blah, blah. One page is a timeline of geekdom, and I thought this was really interesting. You'll see it on there, but it basically, the Big Bang was the start of geekdom, and then it just goes through time all the way through the 21st century and on. So it talks about Barbie in here. It says, 1959, first Barbie doll debuts. Geeky girls failed to identify. And I was like, I'm just surprised that they put Barbie in there instead of, like, you know, Malibu Stacy debuted. I just thought it was, you know, interesting because we were here in the Simpsons world, but it's okay. So I thought that was another fun little section. I love myself some Malibu Stacy. It's one of my favorite episodes of the entire series. And so there's these little fake Malibu Stacy boxes, and I think there's about 3 full pages of them. And it's, you know, like Barbie, she's every profession in the world, right? Well, same thing with Malibu Stacy. So they put Malibu Stacy in all these various geek professions, and I just thought that was really neat and very, very typical to Lisa. That's the thing. Like, they don't really, for these books, they don't do things that are so out of this world and out of character. And so tying that back to Lisa and Malibu Stacy was perfect. So yeah, that's all I really have for this book. Definitely check it out. As for this, I don't think this was my favorite version of the Vault of Simpsonology books. Like I said, it just kind of really hammers on like geek chic. Not just geek, but chic. And then, so as I was just reading this book, I was like, I got it. Geek chic. I got it. But nonetheless, it's a great book. I think probably the Homer book is still my favorite book out of all of these. Just because Homer, he's so lazy. It's great. But this one is so fun. I love it a lot. Definitely check it out if you're a Simpsons fan. You have to own all of these. I'm just saying. They're here to celebrate the 25th anniversary of The Simpsons, which was last year. And it's just something out of the ordinary that's above and beyond effort that was put into this book. I think sometimes they just release books just to release it, but this, I believe, is something that a collector or a true fan needs to own rather than all that other stuff. Okay guys, I'm going to give Lisa Simpson's Guide to Geek Chic 3.5 stars. I loved it, I thought it was great. Let me know in the comments below what page you are most excited to check out. Thanks guys, until next time, I'm Morgan, and this is the Rotoscopers YouTube.